My name's Carolyn,
Hi,
and
Carolyn.
my question is, you do a lot of amazing charity work. What have you been able to include your kids in? Like, what was your favorite thing that you got to include them in?
Well, we have, I think, excuse me, we've been making a concerted effort in our family to brainwash the kids. And one of the things we tell them is like, our family is kind of like known for being nice to people. So when you guys go out, you know, to the playground and stuff, try not to bite the other kids like you did last time. But we also make a concerted effort to, so we're just like, I think trying to indoctrinate them with the idea that like you can think about other people who are less fortunate and be thoughtful about people in general. And one of the things that we do is we often go to the park, but on the way to the park there's this drop-in center, which sidebar we built like a little sort of shade structure for, and the kids actually came and helped work on that, and that was really cool. But we walk past through this crowded sidewalk where homeless people congregate all day long, and they have like shopping carts, and some people are sleeping on the ground, and it smells kind of like urine and alcohol, and it's, you know, I think a lot of people probably cross the other side of the street to go around this, but we always make a point of walking right through it so that the kids just sort of get that exposure and they see that these are human beings who eventually, you know, we've come to the point where we're like waving to each other and, you know, recognize one another's faces. And I did this scavenger hunt for West's birthday. We had started finding like weird things. We live in an old house, and we started finding some weird things. And I told my kids, because I think telling the truth is important, that it was pirate's treasure. And they believed it 100%, so much so that I started leaving like old like tea-stained notes around the house, and then they would like discover things. We found this box of diamonds in the attic. The diamonds were about as big as apples. And I was like, this could be worth millions, guys, millions. Don't tell anybody about it. We're loaded now. And they're plastic. But anyway, so for his birthday, he wanted to do a scavenger hunt, and he invited most of the kids in his class on a bike ride scavenger hunt. So we went sort of over, because one of the notes had said, you will find more treasures hidden all around this town. And so he's like, we gotta go look all around the town. So we went, we looked, we found a bunch, we ended up at this box of treasures. Thank you. You can tell that I'm like so dry that my lips are sticking to my teeth. Thank you. It must have gotten really bad. So we got the treasures, and we started, there was about 15 kids, we started dispersing the treasures to all the kids, and my son stopped the process, just a couple of trinkets in per kid. And I was like, dude, we got all this shit to give away, man. It's like you're killing the vibe. And he said, no, this stuff is very valuable. He asked, he held one thing up and asked me like, Dad, do you think you could buy a house with this? And I was like, oh, definitely. And he was like, well, great. Let's bring all of this stuff to the homeless. And I was like, oh, shit. So it was a very sweet moment and very disappointing, of course, for all the other kids in the class who almost got nothing out of the whole thing. But then we went to the homeless drop-in center, and I told the kids to stay in the minivan, and I got out and I found a group of 4 people, and I said, excuse me, could you do me a favor? My kids are in the car, they think this is real pirate's treasure. Can you pretend to be super, super excited when you open it? Because I was like, my heart was pounding the whole way over there. I'm like, how am I gonna give plastic garbage to people? Like, here you go, homeless person, enjoy that. Worthless bag of plastic trinkets. So I was like, I actually did put some real money underneath the plastic trinkets, so you're not getting nothing. And they opened it up, I got back in the van, they opened it up, and they were so amazing. They were just like, and they started running it around and showing it to everyone else, and they were like so excited looking, and the kids were so excited. And then at the end of the day, West said that his favorite part of the whole birthday was giving the trinkets to the homeless. So that was my highlight, I think.
Thank you. They're so fortunate to have you as a dad.
They wouldn't say that, but thank you.